Good morning.
I am Steven D. Villalobos and I am handling maintenance and service.
I'm Paul Alan Leonardo, handling B2B and forecasting.
I'm CJ Ocampo, handling finance and human resources.
I'm Jason Marcus Me, handling warehouse logistics and production.
I'm Andrea Alvarez, handling retail and marketing. We are Team Junny Moto from
National University, Philippines.
Upon the start of the competition, each team were asked for a preferred configuration. We prepared by discussing the pros and cons of each configuration and its effect on our strength as a team. We started with an analysis of social situation, considering our available resources. Since we opted to the B2B configuration, we focus our decision on making use of our available resources to meet the requirements of our B2B customers. Initially, we opted to choose to produce tuna in oil after we have done the cost-benefit analysis and capital budgeting decisions.
We initially acquired 2 machineries at the start of the game and 120,000 units of cans, 240,000 units of sauce, and 120,000 units of tuna. We constantly monitor our B2B sales for us to know when to add another machineries and raw materials to increase our sales and generate more profit.
Further, we decided to issue blanket PO on the retail market and make use of our forecasting tool in order to address future demands. Sometime at the middle of the game, we had new configuration and we still think of new strategies.
And we see to it that all B2B deals will be closed in our favor before the closure. When the day 95 came, we assessed our standing and we decided to reduce our operating expenses directly to B2B business.
After that, we implemented right-sizing decision by disposing our machine, reducing our rental space, and dismissing our production staff. With the reduction in the operation arising from the closure of the B2B, we reviewed the duties and responsibilities, and we reassigned the roles of the production and B2B function to be able to focus into data analytics, marketing, and financial reports, which will be basically our basis for future strategies and decisions that will making and affecting the retail business. With the game we have experienced yesterday, we are able to identify our own weaknesses and convert it into our own advantages. This makes us to become more motivated and to further explore the MonsoonSIM enterprise resource planning to be able to us to prepare ourselves in the real business world in the future. Thus, we can say that we started okay and we ended up stronger. Thank you very much. Kabun Maka.
So you mentioned that there were key things that you were able to identify in the middle of the game. Can you tell these 3 key things? Can you just tell us of 3 key things that were key to you getting to the finals?
First, the 3 key things that we have identified to reach into the finals is first is being flexible to the changes that happen during the game, or some middle in the time where the facilitator said something that there are configuration that will be changed where we are playing. This help us to change our strategies and tactics to be able to proceed to the finals, or we reach the top 3 communication also is the one of the aspect as well as the chemistry, so we can able to proceed and come this far.
One more.
One more key is adaptation to change. I think we can use it for future if we enter the real business, because in real business world, changes is inevitable. So it helps us to adapt with the current situation or future situation that we can meet in the future.
At the beginning, you clearly showed the role of each team member. How did you come up with that decision? Why?
At first, I'm not the one who hold the human resource. They have their own group, and the one who handle the human resources does not have a passport. So as a result, they call me because I'm part of the top 8 in the national university competition in Philippines. So they use me as the substitute.
To be honest, most of us knows each module. Like for example, even though I'm retail and in marketing, I knew what's happening in B2B and warehouse. So most of us, even though you'll put him in the retail, he knows what to do. I think that's it.
I'd like to ask the production manager. You mentioned that you make a purchase of 2 machineries. What are the factors that you decided to invest in machine rather than outsource the production?
First, I choose to buy 2 machines for my production, for our team production, because of the starting capital. We need to maximize the starting capital. We need to have a good cash inflow and outflow. We balance it. We targeted the tuna for to be exact. We buy 120,000 units of can, 240,000 units of sauce, and 120,000 units of tuna. Then I let my retail to have a blanket PO for the starting of the delivery for her products in her retail by purchasing in finished goods.
And also to maximize the credit order and credit limit. That's all.
You kept saying that you have been come across the obstacle troubles in the middle of the games from time to time, right? And you have shown us that you have capability to adapt to change, right? And you prove that you come this far. I want to know how this far you are right now. At the beginning, you received the fund of 2.5 million, right? And what is the size of your business right now after the end of the game?
Sorry, sir.
You mean what is the size of your business right now? The size, the value of your company right now? Because at the beginning of the game, you got the money 2.5 million for capital, right? At the end of the game, it turned out to be what?
For the last game, sir, at around day 60, the facilitator told that B2B will be closed. Then we strategized quickly to one of the strategies we we do to reduce, because the B2B will be closed, is to reduce the operating expense, as he said a while ago. Because we know that B2B will be closed and we need to pay the rental of the warehouse, including the machines, the salaries of the production, the stocks in the production. So the team had a brainstorming to reduce, to dispose machines to lessen the expense in the warehouse.
So at the end of the game, you get lost, right? Or you profitable?
In the end of the game, we continue the.
Because the reason I asked this question because you didn't show the performance of your business. Okay, from your slide, you didn't show us the performance of your business. So I don't know at the end of the game what is the net profit of your business? What's the size of your business? Because I chip in my money 2.5 million at the beginning, right? I want to know at the end.
To be exact, the net income of our team at the end of the game is 36 million. Even though the B2B has closed, each of us put an extra effort on the retail to have a continuous growth in our net income.
So your business income are from the retail business?
At the end.
At the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the B2B is closed at day 95,
So yeah, at the end you're going to be the B2C brand, B2B business, right? So that's to my next question. What is the pricing strategy for B2C? What's your positioning in the market as a B2C brand? Yes. You bear in mind that you have not shown us anything about the strategy.
In retail, to increase sales, we lessen the price, but not too low and not too high. We maximize the margin profit of the retail since the B2B is not available. And also, we increase our marketing to have growth in sales in retail.
And you have done that in the game? Have you got any slide to prove that?
The screenshot of the article.
You don't have that right now, right? But you have done that in the game. Okay.
Yes.
Any more questions for the judge? Ask more questions from the judge.